Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and you know amazing videos that I bring to you guys on a daily. So stay with me as we expand our knowledge with these videos from all over the internet that's going to make us question reality. Let's just start.
An immature person cannot actually love you, and they'll love the idea of you and the presence that you bring, but they'll always let their emotions get the best of them throughout the whole relationship. So let me tell you the traits of how an immature person moves in a relationship. And the number one way to decipher this always is that their unconscious worry to fulfill their own self-gratification and to feel validated always ends up being their number one priority in the relationship, no matter what. And this manifests itself whether it be them trying to get constant attention or not being able to communicate effectively. And I actually think them not being able to communicate properly is the number one biggest symptom, is they want to make you feel bad for whatever it feels like you did to them. So they just go into this shutdown mode where they won't speak to you to try and get you to reach out to you even more, ultimately to get this unconscious validation that they want with guilt. And the reason why this is such a problem is because communication is the ultimate foundation of a solid relationship. And it's literally a skill that only the mature possess, because they know that it's so necessary to have a successful relationship, no matter how tough it is. Sometimes they still bear it regardless because they understand the importance of being able to speak. You need it. But it makes full sense why emotionally immature people move like this in a relationship, though, because they just haven't developed the emotional depth and the self-awareness plus the stability required to actually build a meaningful connection. Because the whole idea of love is sacrifice. You know, the sacrifice of self to build one another up slowly through deeds, through the unprioritization of yourself, to help your partner and to effectively be able to communicate thoroughly and coherently even when you really don't want to. And that's something that the emotionally immature in a relationship are not able to do.
This is your daily reminder that life just isn't real. I'm 23 years old. I make money. I live in Miami. I drive a Porsche. I live my dream life, and this should not be this way. I should be working in an office right now, hating my life, getting engaged, and ready to have kids. But instead, I'm living the fuck up in Miami. And it's because I realized that life isn't real. You don't have to follow the set plan in stone that everybody else follows, because life isn't real. And I thought it was real for a while. I did the whole college thing, all the internships, got a master's degree. I was all set to play the unreal fake life. When it clicked for me was when I was doing sales internships for every summer during college, making so much more money than my professors. And then after I got my master's degree, I was like, if I were to get a job with this master's degree, like a normal job that sounds good on paper, I would literally be making a third of what I'm already making in sales right now. That's when I realized life isn't fucking real. So right after I graduated, I was like, I'm moving to a crazy big city and I'm just gonna ride this sales thing out. Moved to Miami, doubled the down in sales, and obviously, you guys are watching my account, I train thousands of women in sales how to get started on their own sales journey, because life isn't real. Sales is the cheat code in order to cheat the whole fake life thing. All my students, they live the same exact life, and they also agree life isn't real. Money isn't real. None of this is real. Start living your fake.
Hey, I'm a victim of assault. Nobody ever takes me seriously whenever I bring this up. When I was younger, about in 3rd grade, my teacher did promiscuous actions with me. She assaulted me. Now, when I told people about this, namely, firstly, my dad, he said, "Good job, son." And I was really confused. I was like, okay. Well, I told my friends, and my friends said, "Hey, man, good job." I'm confused. I feel hurt, defeated. I feel like this is a bad thing that's happening, but sadly, I then tell the only other authority figure I know, which was my gym teacher. My gym teacher says, "Good job, kid." I'm confused. So, I think that this is supposed to happen. That's what I think. It's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be going on. This is correct. This is regular. This is supposed to be going on. I'm 3rd grade. She's a teacher. I'm thinking it's regular. And I never spoke up about that until I went in high school. I was in high school, and I got assaulted by a male teacher.
Oh.
Guess what? I didn't tell anybody. Because last time I told somebody, guess what happened? Nobody did anything.
That's crazy,
And everybody to before said, "Good job." I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear a good job for me getting assaulted. I didn't want that. So I just kept it to myself for quite some time. Later in life, I was about 23 years old. I was sad. I had lost one of the close people in my lives. I invited one of my friends who was a woman. She came over. And I was sad. I was defeated. she came on to me. After that, I was like, whoa, slow down there, buddy. I'm sad right now. I don't want to do this. And she said, come on. You know you want to. And I said very clearly in every single language, no. And then she said, come on, I know you want this. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Against my free will. That happened. Told my friends about it. They said, oh, she's pretty though. Oh, she's pretty though. Told my other friend, oh, she's pretty though. Told another one of my friends who was a girl. She said, oh, she's hot. It makes sense. Nobody took me seriously. Nobody listened to me. Nobody in my entire life, every time I've been assaulted, has taken me seriously. Not once. And it hurts. It doesn't make me feel good to go through this each time. Each time getting diminishing returns. Each single time that it happens to me is horrifying. I hate it. I was assaulted as a child twice. It happened. And then as an adult, no one ever is going to take me seriously again. If it happens again, I can't say anything. Because people say I'm lucky that it's happening because the people that assaulted me were good looking. I'm sick of it. It makes me feel bad. And I hate it. Men don't speak up. And men aren't speaking up because other men say we're lucky. Or women sometimes get jealous. I feel like I'm stuck in limbo right now. So I'm talking to you guys. It hurts. And I'm sad.
Comebacks that silence disrespect instantly. This is how to convince with Lawyer Vince, and I teach communication and mindset skills I've learned as a lawyer. 1. I'm surprised you feel comfortable saying that out loud. This calls them out and focuses it on them, making them feel awkward, and it has them second guessing their own words. This shuts them down without escalating the situation. 2. The must be exhausting line. Next time someone comes at you by saying you're being annoying or why are you doing this, what you say is, you're so focused on everything I'm doing. That must be so exhausting. Or you're so obsessed with me. That's so exhausting. It flips the script and shows them that they're the one wasting their energy focusing on you. 3. The you're welcome confidence boost. Next time someone comes at you and says, oh, you're always dominating the conversation, or you think you're so important, what you do is you flip what they're saying into a compliment. So you respond by saying, glad you noticed, you're welcome. This is going to leave them confused and it allows you to own the moment. Save this video, give me a follow.
The part they don't tell you about getting a good man is this. You're going to come to the realization that none of them, I mean none of those men ever really liked you. They might have been infatuated by you. They might have liked to canoodle with you. They might have even liked how you looked. But actually liked you? No, sirskis. And then on top of that, now you have to unlearn a lot of your behaviors because you've been on guard so long waiting for the other shoe to drop, and this man is not on that. So you can't treat him like that. You bring up an issue, and normally you're used to having to just talk it out and that man just listening to you, sitting by, watching you struggle. You bring your issue to a man that like you. Oh, what can we do? How are we fixing it? Instead of constantly trying to hint at what you need, this man is already getting it done for you. Yeah. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Ta-da!
If you want more respect, stop doing this. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff. I have a PhD in communication. I do videos to help you get better at communication, leadership, and persuasion. So if you're looking for that, follow along with us. There are people who do not get the respect that they want because they walk around with what I would call a demeanor of apology or the appearance of submissiveness. So both in their body language, non-verbally, and in what they say, they appear to others as if they are not confident in themselves. And if you appear that way, people will treat you that way. So the key is change your messaging. Make sure your body language communicates confidence. Walk with confidence. Be assertive in your communication and don't apologize for everything. Give it a try and share this with a friend.
People get uncomfortable when you like yourself more than they feel like you should.
This is true.
When you're not ashamed of what they think you should be ashamed of. You live your life according to your own taste and your own interests instead of what's trending or popular. Being around authentic energy triggers a lot of people. It makes them feel less than because the truth is so many are pretending to be someone that they're not. that they assume you're pretending to. It triggers cognitive dissonance when they realize that you're actually about that life. I'm not this way by magic. I like myself. I'm all that I got. So I don't compare myself to others. Unless they're comparing themselves to me. And even then, I'm still the winner. I don't understand how regular ass people can compare themselves to other regular ass people. We are not in high school. Life is whipping us all. So if you choose to spend your life appeasing other people, that's fine. No skin off my back. But don't act like there's something wrong with me because I do my own thing. Let that be a lesson. To you, it's just who you are. You're regular. You're humble. But to others, your energy, it might be bright and powerful. That throws people off. For people who are not used to vibrating that high, you're a problem.
You're in control, but you're not. Your dopamine system is. Most men can't focus, can't execute, and can't stay disciplined because they are so chemically dependent on dopamine spikes. You'll know this is you because you constantly think of new ideas for businesses, yet never follow through. You're addicted to porn, swiping on dating apps, but never being committed to a relationship. You like the hunt, but not the kill. You're constantly on social media, looking at tips, tricks, books, tactics on how to heal your trauma, yet you never actually do. Here's one practical solution right now I want you to execute on, something called the dopamine fast. Before you start your next task, sit in silence for 5 minutes with no stimulation. No phone, no music, no talking, just sit. Don't even try to meditate. Don't make this a meditation practice. Just sit there, as if you are literally comatose. Your brain will resist, but what it's going to do is it's going to reset your dopamine baseline so that deep work is easier. Think of it like a little brain fast. When you fast from food, your stomach gets smaller, so you eat less. When your brain stops thinking so much, you need less stimulation to keep it entertained. The more often you do this exercise, the deeper your discipline gets. Try this on your next work block and let me know how it goes.
5 ways to torture a narcissist or toxic person coming from a diagnosed narcissist. 1. Do not give them a reaction. It does not matter if you're fawning over them or screaming at them. I see a lot of people being like, well, I'm just going to play the game back at them. There is no game. All you're doing is prolonging it and hurting yourself. Because in the end, if they are a toxic person, they're always going to find a way to win anyways. 2. Block them everywhere. They don't need to see what you're doing. You don't need to see what they're doing. Oh, you want them to see the satisfaction of your glow up? It's better that they don't even have access to you ever again. 3. Do glow up, but for yourself. Find hobbies, interests, things that bring you joy, bring you happiness, things that you neglected when you were with that person. Just find who you are again. And chances are they will find out through the grapevine, but don't do it in the hopes that they'll see it. Live life to the fullest where if you eventually find out they are looking at your pages, you won't care. 5. Do not give in to their Hoover attempts. If a month down the line, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, all of a sudden you get a call from a blocked number, do not answer it. If they try to text you from other numbers, if they try to email you, if they try to find you through mutual friends, do not give in to their antics. It likely will escalate it and try to find crisis situations or reasons where you might feel more inclined to talk to them. All of it is out of loneliness and trying to find comfort in the familiarity. And if you've still stuck around in hopes that I was going to give you manipulative, malicious ways to torture them, look within on that. You do not want to become the very thing that broke you. Rise above that.
Okay, you're going to want to hear this because I just asked ChatGPT if I wanted to keep somebody broke forever while making them think they were doing everything right, what system would I put them in? Like, how do you trap somebody financially without them even realizing it? First thing it said was force them into a system where they trade time for money. Teach them that a good job is the only way to succeed and never teach them how to own assets that pay them. Number 2, condition them to believe that working harder equals more money. Make sure they never question why their boss makes 10 times more than they do while working the same hours or less. Number 3, give them easy access to credit but never financial education. Let them afford luxury on payments so that they feel wealthy while actually being trapped in debt. Number 4, keep salaries just behind inflation. This way they never feel poor enough to revolt, but never wealthy enough to escape. Number 5, convince them that investing is risky, but working until 65 is safe. The wealthy get there by owning businesses and investing and building their wealth through real estate. But we'll teach you just to work hard and save. Number 6, make them pay taxes on everything they earn, but never teach them how they can pay less tax on things that they own. Because we know that rich people, they shelter wealth. Employees get taxed the hardest. Number 7, call people who break free from this cycle lucky so that nobody else ever tries and the cycle continues. ChatGPT says it's not an accident that you weren't taught about money. You were taught everything they want you to know. Because the system was actually never broken, it was built this way. If you're ready to escape, I'm here to teach you the exact tips, tools, and strategies I used to go from $40,000 in debt to millionaire at 30. Check my link in bio for more.
This is crazy. The last part was really crazy, and that's the real fact, that's the reality we all live in. And I mean, we have to find ways to break out of the matrix. So yeah, that was a good video. This was a good video in general, and we've come to the end. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also share with your friends, and also click on the notification bell icon so that any video that I post, you will be the first to get it. Adios amigos, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.